Hello, it's me. I am late because I tried to make a joke about eating bread. So I'm a little late because I made the bread joke. But, you know what? That's okay. I ate some bread. I feel better. I got a little bit of bread in my body. I fed some bread to my cat. I hope cats aren't allergic to bread because otherwise we're going to have a disaster. She ate a little bit of bread. Call PETA. I don't care. Hello. So, we're here today. As per the norm, we're here. We're always here, aren't we? We're here with T and CQDK, who only has a tiny amount of battery, and Poco is on the phone. And yeah, don't do that. We're here with Collision, who's bonking as always. Mr. Bonker himself. Bonkers. We're here to make a Watchtower. So, I have a lot of ideas for this. I got some big picture ideas for this. I want to go kind of quick. I'm not going quick right now, so let's go quick. I'm going to throw music on. I'm going. Bye. I will say one thing real quick. My shoulder is kind of hurting me a little bit, so it's possible I'm going to get part of the way through this and be like, you know what? I'm done. And if that's the case, I'm prioritizing my health over anything else. But I think we'll be okay. I did a nice big stretch. All's well. What I need to do is go do some pull-ups. If you got an achy shoulder, go do some pull-ups. Man, that will set you right. Okay, so let's do this. So, we're going to go ahead and add a cube. Make the cube big. Like there. Should be good. My cat's losing her mind. Ma'am, what are you doing? Don't look at me with that guilty look. What do you want? We're not going to go fast today. I guarantee it. I got high hopes for today, but I don't think we're going fast. Not with this little one. Not with this little bug. Ma'am, she's looking at me with the most guilty eyes I've ever seen. I'm not strong enough for pull-ups. More reason to practice. She hates Blender. She hates blenders. That's for sure. Okay. We got ourselves a little platform. One of the best Animal Crossing songs. Mo-do-do, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, do-do-do, bo-do-do, da-da-da-da. This is it. This is the one. This is the song you come here for. So, yeah, I'm going to be like a delinquent all day. If anybody had any doubt in their mind that I was going to be sane today, sorry. Sorry you came for this. I hope you all know that I'm crazy at this point. I hope that's just common knowledge at this point. Anybody who thinks I'm sane, good luck. Alright, so I was having fun and joking, but now I've kind of lost what I was supposed to be doing. Let's make some sturdy little bits here at the bottom. Okay, so ideally, what I want to do is grab both these guys. We had a Halloween party having fun. Poco is Plague Doctor. Oh yeah, it's the one you were talking about. Well, go watch my stream and go have fun. Who cares about some guy on the internet when there's Halloween to be had? Okay, let's go ahead and say that we want to pop these guys out. Let's see how we're going to do this. So I'm going to be making a very specific shape here. And we want to nail it. We want to nail this first try. So here's what I'm thinking. We pop down. We say, is that tall enough? That looks pretty tall to me. Let's take it there. And now I'm going to grab each of these and extrude. Hi, Poco here. Others at the party left us in a dark room and left us. I don't know how old you are, and I'm not asking because you shouldn't tell me that. But there's a name for that here in the United States. We have a name for stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it right there. We're not going to go any further than that. Okay, let's go ahead and pop all this out. That is pretty solid looking. It kind of looks like a creeper. Kind of just looks like a Minecraft creeper right now, which I'm not upset about. Color me not upset about having a Minecraft creeper for a watchtower. It's actually a pretty good design for a watchtower if I'm really sitting here and thinking about it. Okay, so we have ourselves kind of a weird looking shape here. Your other friend is a Devil, which I'm assuming means devil. Ain't nothing wrong with that, I suppose. You know what? I'm going to go back a little bit because I can do this a little bit more precisely. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of ZSY0. Actually, let's do all of these. SY0. Yes, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. SY0. We're going to do some SX0s to get these guys going. SX0. Okay, now, this is where things get a little crucial. This is where we got to really nail the landing. We're going to do these two. We're going to separate them by 1.1. You got your Cowboy Minotaur costume on? Very good. I expect pictures of the costumes laid out on the floor from both of you. That would be dope. That'd be very cool. All right. I may or may not have received a costume in the mail yesterday, and I will not confirm this because it's not time yet. Look at that. That's pretty good looking, actually. I like the way that looks a lot. It could use a little bit more substance. You can't see Poco's face, so can I take a picture of them? I mean, it's whatever you all are comfortable with, but yeah, don't do anything that is, like giving. Like, you know, privacy and all that is choice. We love privacy in this household. A little bit of privacy goes a long way in the world nowadays. Okay, so I'm looking at this. We got ourselves what will be the door right here. It's actually a pretty good design for a watchtower. Like, you could... So, just to spoil it, what's going to happen is I'm going to put a door right here. People are going to enter in. There's going to be a ladder in the center that comes up to this, like, watchtower part. But while you're climbing the ladder, you could just put hammocks all over this place. You could fit a lot of people in here. Especially the kinds of people that stay in watchtowers. Like, this is great. This is a good design. I'm a big fan of this. Okay, so what we need to do is get that door frame looking good. So we're going to do a little GX, and by GX I mean SX. There we go, just a little bit, and we're going to pop that in. There we go. So that's your door in. Very defensible. Very nice. Very cool. Do I want to add any other details here? Let's look at this from around the sides and everything. I think that's really good looking. It's going to need a lot of beveling, but we're going to get there in a little bit. I'm thinking that's good. I'm thinking this is good. Okay, cool. So that is the entrance to the watchtower. Comes up, and you get into here, and this is now the part that matters. Okay, focus. Focus, focus, focus. We got a little nutty in the beginning, but I'm focused. I'm here. I'm actually paying attention. How do we want to make the little part that sits up here? I think I want to make kind of a cage. I think we do want a little bit of a cage sort of idea going on here. The reason for that, the reason I'm going to be doing a cage, I need to now think about how to make the cage work because I'm kind of freaking out about what this looks like. The reason I need to have a cage is because this part is not where they're actually sleeping. If they sleep and hang out down here, then this part doesn't have to be as defensible as a normal watchtower. Which is great. Works well for me. Also, for everybody out there, I know the topology is terrible. I don't have enough time to think about stuff like that right now. So we got ourselves a little, like, pavilion area here. Right? And then we're going to dissolve all of our faces onto that. And we're going to bring it in and make some railing. Thank you for the save collision. Okay, so that is our railing. Question now is, do I really want it to look like this? Because I think the answer is no. What's the O for? Yeah, this is the part that I have been quizzing about for a little bit. This is definitely the hardest part of the whole build. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one thing real quick. We're going to cut it in half. We're going to cut it in half. It's pretty symmetrical except for this door. I'm just going to cut the door later. That's an easy fix. So I grab you and I grab you and we go straight across and we look at the bottom and the bottom is cut. Perfect. Where do you post your stuff? Mostly on Instagram, although starting next week, I don't want to make any promises because I'm terrible with promises. I suck at promising things. But ideally, next week, I want to get into ArtStation a little bit more. My ArtStation only has one thing posted on it, and it's kind of unprofessional looking, so I want to change that. Hey, what's up, Tablet Genius? We're doing great. A little sore, but great. Can't complain one bit. There we go. That's perfect. I'm just going to pop that door out later. Otherwise, it's literally the most perfect thing I've ever seen. Okay, cool. So we are here to fix all of this up. You can try Twitter as well. I'm going to avoid Twitter like the plague. It ain't for me. I'm not a Twitter guy. I hate Twitter. Whoa. It is raining so loud outside. I just went outside. It was sunny. Just Florida things, you know? Yeah, Twitter's not my platform. I don't care for Twitter. I don't do Twitter. Twitter's fine. I don't want to make fun of Twitter. Like, if you like Twitter, good for you. But, man, it just ain't me. I'm not a Twitter guy. Makes me feel weird. Makes me feel like, what's the point a lot of the time. Okay, the angle is really hard to find here. It's raining there too? Hey! We're rain buddies. Okay, that'll be that. That's honestly good enough. If you go out of your way to figure out that that's not a perfect square, this isn't a piece of game art anyway, so I don't care. Like, that doesn't matter. You're never going to be able to see this outside of the photo that I'm about to post, so whatever. No problem. Okay. We got this set up. Now, what comes next? What comes next? What comes next? I want to say we got to go like 1, 2. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to do the same thing here. Let's just copy and paste every time we do this. This one's going to be a little bit more precise. Is 8 good? It's close. I'm going for 8. You're not going to notice. I don't care. You're not going to notice is definitely like my word of the day. 5 is good, and that makes 3 is good. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. That is as even as I need it to be. You will never see that difference. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to say perfect 3,000 times. I'm sorry about that. I'm not actually sorry about that. As is my way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. No. How do we want to do this? 4, 5, 6. No. What if we just did a bunch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's close. That's close to being good. If I do it over here as well. You won't. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. A table? Not a table. It ain't a table. That ain't Falco. Fancy table? Nope. Try again. Oh, man. I do want to do 3s. 3s sound cool to me. Yeah, we'll do 3s and a 4. 3s and a 4, and the 4 is going to be an interesting one, and I'll just articulate it to make it look a little bit cooler. Oh, no. We did this wrong. Who would have saw this coming? Who could have seen this coming? My goodness, nobody would have ever seen it. Nobody would have ever guessed that I would have miscounted. Definitely not with my impeccable strategy here of doing the math perfectly correct every single time. No one would have ever thought that I would have messed up. Will it be mahogany? It will not be mahogany. Thank you for the stretch. Oh. I just stretched. What the heck? Yeah. Oh, okay. That is a nice stretch. Thank you for that. That was a good old stretch. It's the kind of stretch you dream about. Okay, we got ourselves some boys. Some boys and their toys. Okay, so we're going to bridge all the way across. Pro Math Strats, you know me. Pro Math Strats is like the name of my autobiography. I actually consider myself pretty good at math, realistically, but I'm definitely not showing it off on stream. So we can live in the fantasy that I'm not good at math. That's fine with me. Pyro, what are you drinking today? There's a question. There's a question from chat. Pyro is drinking nothing? What is going on? Pyro, you feeling all right? GY. Pyro, what's wrong? You haven't touched your drink. We'll just do a little bit of a merge right there. I'm designing nuclear death. Honestly, it sounds about right. Pyro, in a very short amount of time, you've become quite a character in chat. So, if I can intentionally make memes about you, I will. It's cold, waiting for heating? Do you not drink when it's cold? Is that a thing? Okay, so we got our railing. Now I gotta ask myself, what in the world am I doing here? We have a decent amount of railing here. Don't hate this railing. Oh, I already did. I already made the meme. Already way ahead of you on that one there. I'm playing Space Engineers, and I'm making plane to drop about 300 nukes on top of the admin's base. You know, when I think of the average day in the life of Pyro, that sounds about right. It sounds about right to me. This makes sense to me. Let's apply our mirror. They cheat and still are bad. That was about the most Eastern European thing I think you could have said. All right, let's go all the way across. The topology is going to be terrible. I will fix it later, I promise. But speed is the name of the game. Don't tell Simo. Do not speak to Simo about this. We don't speak to Simo about such events. Okay. I've made a very nice voxel grid, though. I could totally just make Minecraft right here. At cheating? Who? Simo. Simo's like the godfather of this chat. Okay, well, we got a quote. This is the very underused quote system from wow. What? Brain? Hello? Reset? Rebooting? Loading? Initializing? This is the very underused quote feature in chat. Going for some render? No problem. You do you. We do have a command for that. Quote add, don't tell Simo. I don't know if it added. I feel like it didn't add correctly. There you go. That's the command. That's the one we're looking for. 1, 2, 3. They look so symmetrical here. I don't know how to add quotes. I feel like what you did should have worked, but it didn't. And I don't know why. To put it lightly. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that looks pretty decent to me. I kind of It is loud. Hey, your bit's finally added. Look at that little fish swimming. Look at those little boys in the bottom of the screen. Well, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much. I don't know what I do to deserve all of you. In this moment, T is the one that I'm referring to, but realistically, I am talking about everybody because the idea that people show up and listen to what I say is... I mean, nobody listens to what I say. You know what? I take it all back. Never mind. Strike it. This is chaos. Yeah, the fish are nice. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum 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 bum bum. You listen and take notes? I'd love to see your notes, Pyro. I'd love to grade your homework. You are the common denominator? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm aware. Oh, I'm aware of that. Ain't nobody a denominator as much as I am. Okay, so this is where things get really weird. Here's where things get so weird. How do I do this? I think there's an obvious answer, and I'm going to do the obvious answer. I'm going to apply my mirror again. I hope I didn't just mess up my mirror by doing that, because I actually didn't think about what I was just doing. Yeah, I definitely didn't just think about what I was doing. Whoops. Hold on. Go back to applying that mirror. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Merge those guys together. Get those bad boys merged up in there. Oh, I am scared to click that link. Not gonna lie. I am frightened to click that link. If anybody has the ability to post any kind of crazy thing, Pyro is the one that I would reliably say could post, like, absolute chaos. Maybe I will trust on the kindness of others to check that link before me. Pyro's the kind of guy that'll post like a virus to your computer and then just like ask you how your day is going. Like not even like to be a jerk, just like, "Oh, what? You didn't like that? You didn't like how cool that virus was?" That's Pyro in a nutshell. I say you could trust me. Oh, wow. Wait, actually, one person trusts Pyro in chat? It must be true. Oh, that's a bad grid fill. Let's not do that. Let's just do a normal fill. Old Phil and Lil over here. Okay, so. Boy, this is going to be a disaster waiting to happen. Let's not think about this. There were sus ads under the photo for me. All right, if you did it, I'll do it. If you did it, I'll do it. Let's see what we're looking at. Oh, we got some scribbles right inside of it. Can't be mad about that. Okay. So the eldritch horrors of those notes have been revealed to me, and actually I realize now that Pyro is Cthulhu incarnate. Ads are based on your browser history. Can we get a Vine boom? Can we get a Vine boom up in here? Get destroyed. Get destroyed. It's Russian cursive? As if Russian cursive is not how you summon Cthulhu? Come on now. We all know what we're up to. We all know what you're up to. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab all of this. Whoa, it's not what I want. Whoa, it's not what I want. Okay, so that is that, and we're going to go ahead and pop up along normals and go out to make a roof. That was a very good call out, honestly. I'm a big fan of that. No, but speaking of the Elder one, I like Lovecraft stuff, and there is a Dagon game on Steam. It's a free one. It's a free one. That's interesting. Is it scary? Like, I understand asking if a Lovecraft game is scary might seem a little, like, counterproductive, but, like, so often they're not scary. Whoa, what am I looking at here? What is happening? Ba 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 ba. What am I looking at here? Oh, it went back to this. What? What? You're gonna play it in the night today. It's called Dagon. Got it. I'll keep that in mind. I am looking for some spooky games. So if you have spooky games to recommend, color me not upset about that. What are these faces doing here? What is this? What am I looking at here? Ba ba ba. Ba da ba da ba da ma 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 ma. Ba ba ba. Ba da ba. Ba da ma da ma ma. Yep, there goes my voice. There goes the last little bits of my voice. Ba da ba da ba da ma. What am I looking at? I can't figure this out. Tell me what kind of games you like, and I will find you good horror games. I don't know, spooky ones? I don't get scared about anything. Like at all, nothing scares me. So I would say that I'm a pretty hard man to scare, all things considered. What is going on? Why won't you work? Let's just delete these faces. Just delete. Just get out of here. Delete faces. Goodbye. What is this? Why are these here? Why are these here? What are these things? Why are they here? Who put these here? I didn't put these here. Where did you come from? Why are there 20 of you? Why can't I get rid of you? What the heck are these things, man? Get out of here. I don't want you. Delete. Delete. I like wholesome games. Find me a wholesome spooky game. There we go. There's a challenge. I believe that's called Little Misfortune. There are survival horrors, FPS horrors, psychological horrors. There's body horror, jump scare horror, and even good humor horror games. In my mind, I find that story-driven horror games are way more compelling. At the time that it came out, Outlast was very cool. The first Outlast was very cool because it was cool that you, like, finished a story. Like, it didn't just drag on. It wasn't like, collect 7 pages and Slender's following you. It was like, part 1, this thing is chasing you. Part 2, this other thing is chasing you. Like, there was a narrative arc to it that I really like. And I know Outlast is like old hack at this point, but like it was very cool for its time. Outlast was way ahead of its time. Tall Poppy. Wow. My man's really got the recommendations on the ready. What in the world is going on? Why are these here? Why would deleting faces not delete these? What are you? Why are there ghosts in my Blender file? We're spooked today. We're haunted. Okay. Okay. Okay, we've done it. Okay, we've done it. Okay, we've done it. Okay, we've done it. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord we've done it. Okay. All right. All right. It took 3,000 years, but we're here. It took so long, but we're here. We've done it, folks. You like horrors? What can I say? Yeah, no problem at all. I like that. I'm trying to think of the best horror game I've ever played, because I don't like a lot of them. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Resident Evil 4, which is fine. Resident Evil 4 is a good game. Anybody who objectively says that Resident Evil 4 is a bad game, I'm like, come on. That's like saying Ocarina of Time is a bad game. Like, it's not a bad game. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's a bad game. So I will be playing some Resident Evil tomorrow. It'll be the old classic. The old Vlasic pickle. bum, bum. Why are we doing this? This table is getting weird. Yeah, it's a pretty weird table, isn't it? How in the world do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Okay, I thought this was a bad idea earlier, but I'm going to give it a shot just in case. Actually, you know what? I got a way better idea. This is terrible, and everyone's going to be upset. And welcome to the mob. Have fun. Your pitchfork is on the reception desk. But as for me, I'm going to just go about my life until I get killed by all the raging lunatics out there. So, sorry for what you have to see here. But, you know, it's been a fun ride. In fact, what am I doing? Just do 2. Just do 3. 3 will be great. No, 2. Maybe 1 will be fine. Excuse me. Okay, so we have all this. I'm going to click, 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 clack, click, clack. If I met you at a lunatic place, I will say hi. What is a lunatic place? You mean like an asylum? There we go. That's a pretty good roof. Hey. Not upset about that. How much time do I have? I have not that much time. A place with lunatics? Okay, yeah. So an asylum. Got it. If I saw you at a lunatic place, I wouldn't recognize you. So there's that part of it. Look at that. That's pretty solid. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's it. There she blows. There she blows. Now, I kind of want to put an idol on top of here, but that's going to be the last thing we do in this sketch, because boy, do I have work to do. Boy, do I have work to do. My coffee will fall off this table. I mean, you better get a special cup for this kind of table, you know? Why are you bonking me? Why do I deserve a bonk? You're the one losing your mind over here. Okay, so there's a little hole in here. Guess what? You're not going to see it. We're going to be looking at this like that. So, I don't care. I'm going to do the hole for the sake of integrity, but there's a hole in there. That's how you get up into the Watchtower. So that's where the ladder goes. And honestly, if we're looking at the size and the ratio of this thing, I think we actually want it to be here. So we'll do that. And I'll go ahead and do one of these bad boys because I care about people and I don't want people to fall in this hole. Hey, how's it going? We're going to do a little bit of a GZ on down. I was going to text you after stream got out and see how you were going. Are you post-flight or have you not gotten on the plane yet? I don't remember exactly the timing that you said you were going on that plane. All right. There we go. There's a lot of those details done. Now, let's go ahead and give it a nice bit of smoothing. Boom. Look at that. Now, we have some bad drag lines here. Why do we have drag lines? Out of here in 45 minutes, leaves at 5:45. Got it. Well, that's nice. And if I remember correctly, you are going to Vermont. correct. Vermont bound. Oh, there we go. Drag lines are gone. Perfect. That's a good looking roof. We're going to put some bevels on here, and the bevels are going to do a lot of work. Yes. Well, good. I'm excited for you. That'll be nice. I don't love the way this wood looks right here, but I think that's fine. I think that's going to be just fine. Okay, so let's leave it like that. I'm not going to think too much more about it. I still have to do a bunch of beveling and stuff. We have to round out these little, like, guys. You'll bring me some cheese? Please do. Is that what Vermont is known for, is cheese? Isn't Vermont known for maple syrup? I thought they liked their maple syrup over there. I thought that was a big deal. Okay, what's next? I guess we'll do the railing. Oh yes, and that. Yeah, maple syrup would be kind of the aesthetic, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of that. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. We're gonna go top down, and we're gonna cut everything into pieces. Just like that. Delete and delete. Not you. Right there. Perfect. I appreciate that. How long are you going to be gone for? I know you've 100% told me this already. I want to say it's a week. This makes me think of the village. I was thinking about the village when I was collecting my reference for this, for sure. There we go, right on that x-axis or that y-axis. And let's go ahead and throw another mirror on here. There we go. And now we have that looking just a little bit weird. Back next Friday. Okay, so 1 full week. Oh yeah, this has the biggest village vibes I've ever seen. Okay, so we have ourselves a watchtower. It's usable. Now we need to make it look pretty. So let's go for pretty. You're gonna be hard to do. You're gonna be hard to do. So let's start with you. Okay, 10. You know what? Actually, I think that's a bad idea. Let's hold that off. We're gonna get lost in too many details if we go too fast. What I'm gonna do now is the main part of the sketch that I've been waiting to do. It's probably not a good idea to do this right now, but too bad I'm doing it. Hey, what's up, Beryl? Beryl, I am good, if not just a little bit sore. Okay. So, I'm sure everybody can see what we're about to do here. I'm sure everybody in the world sees it. Let's go ahead and just pop a bunch of subdivision on there. Sore. Yeah, I just slept on my shoulder weird. I've been going on jogs every day, and it's been really nice, but I think I just moved in a weird way yesterday, and my shoulder's a little sore, so just kind of working that off. Okay, that's gonna be our world that we live in. Okay. Tell me about it. Are you also sore? Hope it's better tomorrow? I think it'll be fine tomorrow. I think we'll be alright. Just got a little sore. Nothing wrong with that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now we go into sculpt. Alright, let's go ahead and make a nice little hill for this guy to sit on. I'm going to go ahead and round out a lot of this area first. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am? Get away from there. My cat is very upset. She's freaking out at the door right now. Get out of there. What are you doing? Why are you freaking out? Hold on. She's freaking out. Let me check what's going on. She doesn't freak out like this usually. What's up? What's wrong? Okay, we're back. We're back. Somebody didn't get fed this morning. So she was freaking out. She was very mad about not getting food this morning. So we just quickly remedied that. Okay, so here is our little guy. I'm going to put some hills up here, because I want to cut off your ability to look back here, because I think the camera is going to backdrop on these hills, and the less you can see them, the better that'll be for me. And I'll add just a little bit of articulation in here to make it look nice. You didn't feed your cat? So they're not my cats, and it shouldn't be my responsibility to feed them, but I am often the one who ends up feeding them. Which is a kind of a shame the more you think about it. But it is what it is. I feed them. So too tired to English properly? Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, being tired, being like busy is a good thing. That's good. You should be a little busy. All right. Let's go ahead and pop on down here a little bit. And that's why they love me, for sure. I am the cat lord of this house. By far. Okay. So, this should be relatively apparent what I'm doing. I think we can all see it, right? So I'm going to shade that smooth. We're going to probably move our Watchtower a little bit, but this will be fine. And let me grab another plane. Cats don't love. Does King love his subjects? I think cats love. They definitely don't love the same way dogs do. That's for sure. I'll give you that one. But I think cats love, no problem. Me and my cat have a pretty cute bond when it comes to like going to bed and going to sleep and stuff like that. That's definitely where me and my cat excel. That's where our the majority of our bond comes from, is going to bed at night. Okay, that will be the way that looks, and then we're just going to do a little peninsula out here because I don't want that to look bad. There we go. That looks really good, actually. That's such a great look. Okay, that came together in no time at all. So we're going to be looking at this like here. So I think that's where we're going to want them. Let's go ahead and grab you. And we're going to do a little bit of GX, GY. So that's probably the angle that we're going to want to take our camera at. GX just a little bit to put that up there, and GZ to bring it up just a little bit. I kind of want to get, no, that's too much. We got to go GX even further over here because I want to get that really tall angle. Yeah, that's it. We want to look up the Watchtower like we're on ground level, and we want it to look like super cool, super nice. That's it. That's the angle I'm going for. That's a perfect image. Try and tell me that's not the most perfect image you've ever seen. Cool. Let's go ahead and throw a camera on here and make sure that we can actually put that on here first. So I'm going to move the camera as close to me as possible. GY, get them pretty close to where we are. GX, GY, GZ. I actually think we want to rotate down just a little bit. Fun fact, I learned this from Joe. For once, Joe taught me something, and it's very useful. There we go. That's going to be our shot right there. You take that back. Honestly, I will never take it back. Cool. Okay, so we got our shot. How much time do we have? We have an hour? We're here. We're here. We're going to do this. Okay, so we have this all set up. One of them is our hills. And one of them is our water. And the rest of it is cube and everything. Cool. Okay, keep it like that. And let's go ahead and just do a little bit of shading so I don't have to worry about it later because I have it in my brain right now. So, first things first, the water. Water is so easy. So it's going to be water. Water's nice and easy because it's just transmission. It is transmission with super low roughness. If someone isn't home for long, our cat will go out. We'll go look for them in their room, and she knows going upstairs is not allowed. That's crazy, actually. Our cats go wherever they want. They have no idea of, like, I'm not allowed here, I am allowed here, whatever. The cats do whatever the cats please at this place. Okay, so that's decent. If we're looking at this real quick, we can pop that way out like that and pop it way out like that and make it huge. Is that going to be the horizon line? I think that's a fine looking horizon line. I can live with that. And we'll just edit our HDRI. Yeah, no problem at all. Easy peasy. Cool. All hail the feline overlords for sure. Bum ba dum ba dum, bum ba dum ba dum. There we go. That looks great, actually. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Cool. Okay, so the water is set, ready to go. Let's go ahead and make it into actual water. So, specular doesn't matter, roughness does matter, and we just want a bump. So, we're going to throw on a vector with a bump. Let me go ahead and make sure that we've actually applied our scale to this thing. Texture, noise texture, throw you on, plug you into object settings. We might not need to do this, but I'm going to do it. Please don't crash. There's no reason for you to crash right now. This is the easiest calculation in the world. Please don't crash. All right, we didn't crash. Now we'll get real close to our water, and we have these tiny little abrasions all over the water. We'll make them huge so we can actually see them from orbit a little bit. We'll go ahead and bring the scale down to like a 0.5 so we can see everything. That looks like water. Okay, water has a low roughness and a little bit of distortion. I like adding seafoam a little bit to my water, but maybe it doesn't matter too much. Actually, I think waves will do this. Let's add abrasive waves to this by doing a mix RGB. If it seems like I'm going fast, it's because I'm trying to go super fast so that we can finish in time. Because I realize we have a lot of work to do if I want this to turn out. Hello? Okay, so pop you over, pop you over. Which way are the waves now going to go? Perfect. Get you really small. Get you like really, really small. Okay, that is just about perfect to me. We can up that detail. We can up that distortion quite a bit. Let's up that distortion a lot a bit. There we go. Now we have actual looking waves in the water coming towards shore, which is good enough for me. That actually looks really good. Dare I say, that actually looks really, really good. Detail scale 0.5, no. 1.5, but then this scale needs to be 0.05. And we got waves. Look at that. That's water. That looks like water to me. You look at that from the camera, barely even tell that it's there, but that's the little details that we work for here. That's what we're going for, is little details. Okay, so now we need to add some peaks and valleys to that water, which I will do right here. Let me plug in a color ramp on the roughness, transmission roughness, I should say. Transmission roughness is 0.2, and we're going to want like a 0.7. So 0.2 and 0.7. And our goal is to get it really close to the edge here. It's also going to determine our color. So this is going to determine a lot of different stuff. There we go. Just like that. Get them very fine looking in here. There we go. Little bits right on the tips of that. I'll grab you again. Pop you up here. Plug you in to our color. This should work. This should work. So one of them is dark, one of them is light. We're going to go ahead and do white and blue. Like a nice greeny sort of blue. Like a beautiful sort of blue. In fact, I might go ahead and throw another blue down here that they're kind of going back and forth between. That might have a cool look to it. Grab you, go a little bit more on the blue side and go way darker. And use a B-spline so we have some resistance. And let's take a look at that on the waves. You can barely even see it. Perfect. Okay, we've made really good looking water. That's what it's all about. It's all about that water. If you wanted to be crazy, 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 we could go ahead and try and plug it into displacement. But I think this is a bad idea. I think that's a really bad idea and we should not do it. But I'm going to check. Does literally nothing. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. Goodbye. Now the land. Okay, this one's going to be tough. This one's difficult. This one's difficult to figure out. I want to go to my shader node. We're going to do this, and it's going to be beach line. I'm going to plug in an image texture. Okay, we're going as fast as humanly possible. It's only 3. We still have an hour left. Not bad. We'll call this beach line. I can't be that upset with what's going on here. I feel pretty strong about this. Texture paint, perfect. Show our tool settings. We got white. Don't care about the rest of that. That doesn't matter. And we're just making the beach line. There we go. Really nice, really easy. I'll go ahead and push the beach up a little bit here. And then we're going to grab our smear tool and just give it a smear. Oh, it does not like that. Do not do smear. What do we have? Soften? Soften's probably going to be the tool that we want. She's not pleased about what she's doing. You know what? I think this is going to be fine. Let's not do this. Never mind. I'm not going to soften it. Next up is back to object settings. We're going to go to UVs. Grab our boy here. Grab him, grab him, grab it all. And we're going to save so that it doesn't get deleted if we switch files at any point. And we're going to use that to determine where the sand is. Cool. Okay, so we got ourselves a green and a sand. And that's how she's going to sit for just a little bit. So that's that one. And we're going to copy you. What? That didn't make any sense. Bring you down, plug you into factor down here. And that is going to be plugged into a bump. And what we're going to do is make some sand and make some ground texture. Easy peasy, right? Nothing weird about it. So let me get a little bit of a Musgrave, and that is going to be our green texture, which is the top one. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it all. There it is. Perfect. Let's go ahead and scale that guy down. Let's up that detail as much as we can. There we go. There's the earth. Well rendered for everybody's viewing pleasure is just some nice little earth. The lachronicity probably needs to be a bit higher. Yes, that looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and apply scale to this thing. Okay. So what we're going to do later is plug that into our ground texture and actually not make this a solid green because that looks ugly as can be. But for the time being, it is fine. So let's go ahead and do the sand. So, sand. What does sand look like? If I know sand, and boy do I know sand, sand looks like... We're all inclined to do white noise. It's not white noise because I can't render that small. So I think it's just noise. It's a no distortion noise, high roughness. Right? Correct. It's coarse and it gets everywhere, for sure. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. That is a fine texture for sand as far as I'm concerned. That is fine. You know what? I'm looking at this and I really want to do more with it, so I'm going to go out of my way here. Man, am I really about to do this? Are we really about to do this? Okay, let's do it. Sorry for everyone who is about to be very upset with what I'm doing. It's actually not that bad. Let's do like a 0.2 and see what that does for us. If you get down in here, a 0.2 changes literally nothing. You can't even see any difference. Let's do a 0.1. I can't see any differences. 0.05. Quite literally cannot see a difference. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Collapse. Boom. Ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Sand? We don't speak of that one. We don't speak of that one. Okay, that actually worked really well somehow. Now I can go into here and grab all of this and delete vertices, and I don't care if that looks terrible because I'm not even going to think about it. Look at that. Golden ratio, we've done it. I kind of want to go a little higher to get a little bit more of the water, but then the horizons line is going to be tough to work with, so let's leave it as is. Okay. Boom. Now we can go into our texture paint. And we can unplug literally everything except the guy that we actually want to texture paint here. And I can go back into here and do my texture paint, and we should be able to soften pretty quickly. Oh, it still hates it. It's still not pleased about what it's doing. Why are you so upset? It's not that hard. I really only need to soften this part right here, so we're just going to focus on this. Please work. My computer does not like doing this. Let's do a little bit of smearing. And then we're going to soften. Please. Okay. I can do real time at a super close scale. Yes, 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 I see it. I see it working. Okay. This'll do. This will do. We'll have to just manage this way. That's not bad. Okay, back to shaders, and let's plug everything back into the way it was meant to be. I think we're done. Oh, that's good. That's good looking. Okay, can handle that. Can be okay with this. Nope, we're gonna keep it just like that. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. How much time do we have? We have 50 minutes. Okay, I need to get back to the Watchtower in just a moment, but we have basically our setting done. So let's do our ground texture. So it's going to be this Musgrave. I have a piece of cat hair that will not get off of me. All right, this is going to be here. I might add another mix RGB in the mix, but let's not do it yet. Bam. Actually, I'm looking at it. This isn't that bad. A little bit of a dark green with a little bit of brown. Like a brown. So that's not terrible. What I want to do, though, is mix it way more. Mix it way more. That's not as mixed as I would like it to be. I kind of wish they were, like, fuzzier with one another. Let me try this. Do 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 do. Do do. Ba-dum bam 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 ba-dum. What's this gonna do for us? Please, please, please work. Not quite. Not quite an overlay. Please. Please, I need you to work. Ooh, I want them just to like cut into each other very distinctly. I don't want these little pockets everywhere. We want everything to like mush into a weird fine looking thing. That's pretty good. That is pretty good looking. Let's take that one. That looks pretty good to me. Is it great? No, but it'll do. Okay. So, roughness is high. Specular is low. We get that nice, like, verdant green color. Let's take that green and drop the saturation down a little bit. Wow, that looks actually nuts. Maybe it doesn't even look that good. I don't know. I have trouble registering this at this point. Okay, 0.5. We'll stick to that. And now we can cut down our browns a little bit since they're peeking through a lot. Oh, that's pretty good looking. Pretty good looking. Now, anybody who actually does like texture art, I apologize. Or not texture art, terrain art. I'm going to apologize. Obviously, it doesn't look that good, but as far as the amount of time I put into it, I think it looks all right. I can't be that disappointed with myself. All right, let's go ahead and really set it with some sheen. And the sheen is tinted, and the sheen is not a 5. It's just a little bit of sheen. The sand is looking real nuts. Sure, that'll be our sand. That'll be our sand, and instead of mixing, I might do a little bit of overlay so we can get kind of a mix between these two. Oh, that's not a good idea. Don't do this. Don't do it like this. This is a bad idea. Yep, we're going to go ahead and just stick with a mix. There's no reason not to stick with a mix. If I could, like, smooth this out a little bit more, I would, but honestly, it's fine for what it is. So, next up, we got an overlook here. So we're going to play with a little bit of dimension and try our best to make something usable. So let's get into it. Curve, sapling generator. Here we go. Moment of truth. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab our sapling. I'm looking at it. I'm not sure I understand. Load preset. There you are. Small pine. Pine. Do we want a pine? Aspen. Let's do an aspen. Aspen's definitely the energy for me. Okay, and now we go to leaves, and we show the leaves. What? What the heck is this? That's the preset for Aspen? Is this terrible looking guy? No. Why would I want that? Now I know making trees is not the easiest thing in the world, but if you're going to have a preset tree, I would not say that's a very good looking preset tree. Personally. But I am using it, so I'm not any better. For sure. Oh, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Okay. Do that. Let's do like 64 leaves. Let's get a bunch of them on here. And I actually think the leaves should be a bit bigger, because I don't want to have to compete with geometry. You'll do. You'll do. Okay, perfect. Grab him and put him all over the place. Now, you might ask yourself, should you be using a particle system to do all of this? And the short answer is yes, but I'm not going to, because I'm doing this in a very particular kind of way. So, we want to make duplicates, which I think is Alt-D. Is it Alt-D or is it Control-D? Control-D. Shift-D. Duplicate. No, I want to make an instance. So it is definitely Alt-D. Duplicate linked. Perfect. That's what we're going for. Okay, we're going to do a bunch of Alt-Ds until we get something we like. I'm going to do rotation and stuff in just a moment. Oh, wait, hold on. Messed up. We done goofed it. We need the leaves as well. Alt-D with the leaves. Okay. This is going to be not the fanciest thing you've ever seen in your life. I'll just tell you that. If you were expecting quality tree placements, this isn't your stream. If you're expecting a manic, chaotic human being who is just trying to make do in 2 hours and make a scene look good in 2 hours, you've come to the right place. I never would have defined myself as being manic up until I started streaming, but streaming really pulls the mania out of somebody. Really kind of has that energy. Actually, this does not look terrible. I actually kind of like them. Alright, so we got ourselves a little forest. I don't know how much is going to be visible, so I'm being a little careful to not click everything. Okay, let's see how much of that is visible. Oh, that looks really good. That looks so good. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw a few of them a little closer to the Watchtower, because I think that is definitely the energy today. That guy should be here. It's amazing how close that is to the Watchtower, but it looks so far away. And then we're going to put a few of them... Hello? We're going to put a few of them on the hillside here, just so it looks like there's actual depth to this forest, just so it looks like it's not just a terrible forest that's in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so you're going to come on down to here. And I'm going to take a sip of water, and we got 40 minutes left. I'm starting to freak out. Starting to freak out just a little bit. Hello? That was weird. I just minimized everything. I didn't even know there was a hotkey on Windows to minimize everything, but I did. There we go. Just a little bit sticking off the side there. And we'll do one more to the side of you. Alt-D, you right to here. This has the dimension. This is it. This is a place I would like to explore. That has really good energy. That has great energy. Now, of course, you would remove all of the trees around the Watchtower, although I'm very inclined to add one. Maybe I'll put one right here. No, that's a terrible idea. This would be such a hazard. No, don't do that. Bad idea. I want to have little leaves sticking out right here, but that's not the energy. Okay. Boom. One more of these guys. All the way out here. You're going to be our little special dude hanging out by the beach. You're our favorite tree, but don't tell the rest. And you're huge. Okay, you need to be to the right a little bit. That's a good look. Okay. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with what we have here. Cool. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the dirty. We're going to grab you, and we're going to RZ. Whoa. Hello. Tell you what. The ground, the hills, and the water can no longer be selected. RZ. We're just going to do this very fast. Remove any repeating patterns that are possible to be seen so that your eyes don't latch on to the fact that this is artificial. You take one look at those hexagon leaves and it'll be obvious to you, but I'm going to do my best not to let you see that. A little bit of random chance for each of these guys. I'm not going to think too hard about it. It is a one-off little sketch, so who cares? These guys especially have to be moved because of how close they are to each other. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Okay, boom. Yep, it's pretty hard to see a repeating pattern. If you follow the tree lines here, each of those looks a little weird. You can count them and know that each of them are 3, so obviously they're repeating, but it's weird enough that you don't really see it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Okay. So, last but not least, we need to grab this guy. Is this the original? That's the original, and we need to plug a shader node into you, which hopefully applies to all of your brothers as well. Let's see here. Oak. Yes, baby, it does. So we got ourselves some oak. We're going to lower that distortion down just a little bit. Up that strength quite a bit to make it nice and present looking. Drop that roughness down a little bit so we can get those high values. And I'm going to lower the black value just a little bit. So if we look out, we see not very nice looking guys. Not very good looking trees. It's gotta be the oak. You know what? Let's go crazy on the distortion. The thing about these little pine trees is they're usually not that saturated. So I'm gonna lower the saturation. Oh my gosh. It looks really cool. Well, thank you. We're just kind of going. At this point, we're honestly just kind of going. Shall I make it some autumn colors? I have a feeling somebody will really like that. I think we're all into that autumn sort of vibe. So let me go ahead and grab the leaves and I'll make them all autumnal. So we're gonna grab leaves of tree number 1 and we're gonna make you leaves. Yes, autumn colors. Okay, we'll go for it. So, what we need... Let's just start with the most obvious way that we can do this. Let's just start with the most obvious way we can do this, and then I'll backtrack from there. We're going to plug that in. We're going to choose autumn colors. So when I think of autumn, I think of this color. And I think of that color. Is there another color? Right in the middle is the orange, the like bright orange. That's autumn to me. Are there other autumn colors? I think that's all the leaf colors that I can think of in autumn. And so what we do is we go ahead and plug in an object info random node, and each one will now have slightly randomized. Yo. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. What on earth? Okay, yeah, this guy has to be just a little darker. Red, yellow, brown, orange. I think we've done a good enough job here. This guy needs just a little bit more orange on him. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to add one more. We're going to do even distribution. Cheese approves. I'll take a cheese. Now, the problem is, if you zoom way in, it actually looks terrible. So let's do some work on this to make them look not super gross. Actually, that one looks bad. I don't like that. We're going to distribute evenly right here. Okay, I think that is good enough for my purposes. And now I will throw maybe a little bit of a bump on them. Actually, I have a really good idea for how we want to do this. I got a really good idea for how we want to do this. Let's throw on a bump with a Verneuil. This is it. This is it here, folks. This is it. This is going to be the leaf that you've always wanted. It is pouring. All right, there is a possibility I will lose power today, so just going to put that out there. I think we're going to be okay, but you never know with Florida. So if I lose power, Bob's your uncle. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but Bob is, in fact, your uncle. There we go. There's enough texture for me to feel pretty satisfied with that. Yeah, that looks great. From a distance, because this is what the Instagram photo is going to look like. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we get 30 minutes to finish this sketch. Let's finish him. Also, the beach line needs to not be so green now that we have autumn colors going on. So we're going to do a little bit of that. I might even mix in another color in here. Ba, 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 na, na, doo, doo. My voice is not feeling it today. Today is not my day for singing. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that's pretty good. That is pretty good looking, if I could say so myself. Do I want to put grass everywhere? No. I kind of want to, yes, but I'm not finishing this sketch if I do that. So let's break it on down. We're back. I will go ahead and hide all of the trees so we are not processing them, because that is a waste of our processing power. Oh, they decided they wanted to... Hello? Tell you what, let's grab all of the trees. This is going to end in tears, I guarantee it. Let's throw those trees into collection 1, and of course the leaves didn't come over because why would they be attached in the outliner? Clearly that makes no sense. I can call you trees, and we're done. Okay, we're back. We're looking at this boy, and we want to fix this boy up. So what are we going to do to make this guy look real, quote unquote? I think at the end of the day, we want to make this door look real. And we want to put a ladder here. Let me put a ladder down first. Before we do anything, let's make a ladder. Where is my cube at? Oh, it's in the wrong collection. Cube, there he is. Okay, we got ourselves a little laddie. Go ahead and make him as small as we please. Go ahead and make him real small for us. And should I just make a nice normal ladder? I'm just gonna make a nice normal ladder. I was kind of thinking about going crazy, but there's no reason to do that. That's gonna end in tears, honestly, so let's make a normal ladder. Actually, back to cube. Normal ladder is gonna look like this. We're gonna go into edit mode. We're going to separate him by a little bit, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and mirror him like that. Bring you on down. Are we gonna come right to our time? I think we are gonna end up right at time, but can't be that upset about it. Okay, lean you in, bring you forward to where we want you to sit, and make you large. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. I might lower it just a little bit. Just a tiny smidge. Okay, we got a ladder going up into the area. And if you want to be extra chaotic, we move it slightly to the side. I plug into this guy. What we're going to do is subdivide it like 1,000 times until we get perfect little squares. So 22 it'll be. And we go problem solved. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My math is bad today. Actually, the math was perfect. Wow, that was perfect. That was about as good as you could have hoped for. Done. We've done it. I hit apply. We got a ladder. Got ourselves a little low poly ladder. Done. Dunzos. It's got one extra face in it. I don't care. I'm not going to think about it. Let's go ahead and throw on... Actually, I do care about that extra face. Sorry to lie. Sorry to be a little bit of a liar about that. Oh wait, actually, we messed up. We done goofed it. G... Why are they not merging? There we go. Hit apply. Now we got to come in here and remove that. So I'm going to go into edit. We're going to go slightly see-through. Grab you and delete. Let's do a dissolve. Delete. Okay. Hello, welcome home from the party. How you doing? Was the party good? Did you have fun? Should I be doing all of this? I probably shouldn't be doing all of this. But you know what? I am obsessive, and that helps me out most of the time, so we're going to go for it. You had a lot of fun? Good. That's what we like to hear. How did you guys get out of the closet? What was the experience like getting out of the closet? We're going to add a little bevel here, and I think that's going to be in our best interest. Let's apply scale first. Is that how we want it? Sure. That'll be fine. I banged the door until they were annoyed enough to let us out. Well, very good. That's what you like to hear. Sometimes you gotta be annoying to get your way. That's kind of just a rule of life. Somebody tells me this bevel is going to be a bad idea, but we will do it just in case. Honestly, I kind of like the way this looks. No, I don't. No, I don't. What I want to do is add a subdivision surface to this thing. Wow, it is pouring outside. If I were to post a pic of a costume, where would I put it? You can put it wherever you want. I would say probably General or the Bear and the Ready Air Affair. Those are probably the two most likely channels. But I don't care that much. You can do whatever you want. As long as you don't put it in like food or something, we're good. I don't even think I have a food channel, so why I said that, we're gonna ignore it. Bam ba da. Do 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 do. This is the best song from Sonic Unleashed by far. You can't see the bear whatever channel? That's interesting. That is weird. You're supposed to be able to see it. Well, that would explain why nobody posted to it. That would explain why when I did a call to action, nobody answered. That actually explains a lot now, doesn't it? It's NSFW? Got it. You all in your NSFW chats. Okay, you know what? That actually looks pretty good. Oh, that looks really good. Yes, that's the look right there. Okay, we're going fast because we do not have a lot of time. But I think we're getting close to making this thing work. We're getting really close to this being great. You can post in general if you want. I don't mind general. General's cool. Okay, so that should round that out pretty hard. It doesn't. Okay, so we have these rounded door frames that I'm not a huge fan of, if I'm being perfectly honest. Actually, I think the way we solve that, right, is here and here. Yep, perfect. Nice, perfect square. And now we come up into here, and we're going to do the exact same thing all around. We're getting close. We're getting really close to this working. We're going as fast as humanly possible. You know what? Normally when I stream, I get a little bit sore during stream just because I strain my like neck and stuff because I'm always like looking at what I'm doing very hard. Today, I actually feel pretty good. I think I lightened up a little bit on stream. Maybe it was the stretch right before stream that helped. Oh, well, thank you for the stretch. I will do that just as soon as I'm done here, but I need to focus on this part first. Get me out of here. Is CQDK still at the party? How's that one working out? That'll do just fine. I think we're going to have to fix a few of these, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, this is going to take forever. She was the last guest, I think. She's on her way home now. Got it. It's a very CQDK thing to do, is to be the polite final guest. That's the CQDK we all know and love. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and solidify those, although I should do it here as well. This is going to be a travesty. This is taking forever. Her parents were just late. Hey, you know what? Everyone has their reasons. We all got our things. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Okay, I think we are just about here. I'm going as fast as humanly possible, but I think we're actually just about done. How much time do I have? I have 15 minutes? Man, that is not a lot of time. That is not nearly the amount of time I would like to have on this. Get me out of here. I'm like lost in this pillar. Sure, that'll do. Okay. Last but not least, this. Absolutely, we have to do this. Bum, bum, bum. Get me in here. Also, there's nothing inside here. I forgot to seal. Oops. Makes my job easy. Makes my job real easy. Don't tell anybody I forgot to do this. Don't tell the big wigs up top that I forgot to do this, because they'll have my head. Okay, now let's apply, and let's take a look at what looks bad. Boy, that looks good. This guy right here looks great. What? Oh, I see. I did the wrong one. Get rid of that. There we go. That looks really good, actually. Okay, one of these is bad. This actually looks so nice. Okay, we got little perfect pillars in here. We look around. Everything looks all right to me. I can't be too upset with what we're looking at here. All right, boom, boom, boom. Let's do this. All the way across. All the way across. Perfect. Get that looking nice. Does it look a little bad? Yes, it does. It looks a little weird, but I think I'm going to have to live with it. Wow. If we look at it from the camera's point of view, that looks really bad. Oh, we done goofed up on this one. We goofed it. I think the only way to solve this is to come into here and extrude this out just a little bit. Make just a little bit of a shelf for this. And we're going to remove each of these. And then maybe I'm going to tone the underside of this a little bit. Bring that to 0. Make sure that that looks good. It actually looks a lot better now. That looks so much better. Get rid of the water. Get rid of, not the cube. Get rid of the hills. So we're just looking at this. That looks so much better. Wow, that looks infinitely better. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Just stick the landing. The goal is just to stick the landing. How do we do that? How are we going to do this? Let's just test with this one guy right here. I still need to make the door. I might go over on stream today. That does look infinitely better, doesn't it? Yep, 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 yep. That's the one. Okay. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. All the way across. All we want is the underside to be tucked on this, and I might tuck in that little corner right there, but honestly, I'm not too concerned about it at this moment in time. So, not you. You. Tuck the babes into bed. One, two, and 1, 2. Get rid of these guys. To 0 you go. And I look at it, and it looks pretty good, and now we just want to tuck this little corner in right here. Honestly, pretty good. Pretty bad. Why do you look like that? Why do you look like that? What's wrong with you? You know what? I think we have to keep that. I think we just have to leave that as is. Okay. Honestly, I don't see any immediate issues except this right here, but you don't even see that. You do see it, is what you do. Okay, we're going fast now. Speedy, speedy, speedy. How do we go even faster? We have to fix the door up. So let me go ahead and grab this door. What we're going to do is add ourselves a cube. We can go super fast, super fast, super fast. As easy as we please. As easy as we pleasey. Okay, and now we're gonna go like this. Grab the front of this and do an SZ down. Why can't I do it? Because we're on normal. SZ down. We're going to go ahead and throw on a subdivision. Not quite that bad. Let's add one of these guys right here. You know what? I don't like that. That looks terrible, actually. Let's throw on a bevel. a really exaggerated bevel, like a 2.5 bevel. That looks great. She'll do. Make it nice and small. Apply our scale so the bevel can match. There we go. And now, last but not least, we just need to throw on a Taurus. I sort of don't care about the Taurus at all. Just get on over here. You just need to get on over here. I'm not even sure if this makes sense because of the way that the door opens, but it's too late for me to think about details like that at this point. So this is our boy. This is exactly what he's going to look like. There he is. There he is. That is our door. Can't be upset about that. Okay, boom. We've done it. We've made a watchtower. Honestly, it looks pretty good from this vantage point. Yeah, that will do. Now, are we going to make a golden idol on top? I kind of want to. But first, we're going to shade everything. So, a ladder. It indeed does. Well, thank you. We're kind of freaking out a little bit, is what's happening. It's not what I wanted. It's a cute door? Well, thank you. I am definitely losing my mind a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be our first object right here. Gold. I always think of door holders as being gold. What they are is actually bronze. Fun fact, bronze is self-cleaning. If you have bronze door handles, given enough time, they self-disinfect themselves. So having bronze in your house is actually, like, functionally a good idea. Like, it actually serves a purpose to have bronze. And by bronze, I meant brass. If I've been saying bronze the whole time, I meant brass. Okay, so now we're on to this. Can I please see what I'm clicking on? Thank you. Gonna be called dark iron. I actually think we're just going to give it the rusty pattern. That'll work. And we're gonna double you down and call you dark iron again, which is gonna be called dark iron. I guess that makes sense. I don't know how that makes sense. I keep trying to do things the really fancy way, but what I really want to do is just lower the saturation down to 0. Maybe 0.1. Just so it has a little bit of a grimace of ideas for it. Okay, now we want the wood on this little tower. I don't like the way brass smells. That is fair. You hate all metal as far as I'm aware. Which is fair. It's not my belief, but it is fair. We're going to call this wooden tower. Although that doesn't look like a wooden tower. Hey, if it isn't little ace dragons. Let's do the door first. I'm like really freaking out. I am actually losing my mind up in here. A sign. No, don't do that. There we go. A sign. Thank you. Mahogany. We're going to take our wave texture and up that distortion quite a bit. We're going to take that scale detail. Detail to like a 6. And distortion to like a 12. And scale to like a 1. Perfect. That's our door. Do I care that the door looks weird? I don't think so. I don't think I care. I kind of want the detail to be even higher, if I'm being perfectly honest. Why would you have a fancy door on a watchtower? You definitely wouldn't. You definitely would not have this. But honestly, too late. We have 3 minutes to quote-unquote be done. Not happening. Okay, let's go ahead. No. What? Oh, I see. Boom. Okay, wooden tower. New. This is stone. I keep an empty 76239 on my table. I think it smells nice. For the laymans in the chat, which is me, what the heck is that? Like, what on earth did you just say in chat? Texture is going to be a moose grave. A moosey grave. Connected to object coordinates, because what else? That looks great. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good in the neighborhood. Yep. It's a cartridge. The casing is brass. Got it. Hey, Mr. Six. Long time no talk, Mr. Six. How you been? You holding up well? There we go. That, to me, screams a castle wall. We're going to invert it so we get that nice little seam in there. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'll go ahead and plug another white in here. Look at that. Look how good she looks. She came to the party dressed in her best regalia. Look at that. Wow, that looks really nice, actually. We did it. Folks, we did it. Very busy with the end of the semester, trying not to freak out over here. One thing at a time. Just take it one thing at a time. That's all it comes down to. How have I been? I have been mega busy this month. This has been the month for busy bees. It has been quite the journey, but I'm having fun. Can't complain about it. I could use a break, but I'm also not demanding a break, so life's pretty good. That looks like stone to me. Do we want to do edge highlighting? I think we have to. I didn't want to. I was going to try and do the easy way, but I think we are forced to do this. Okay, so white is going to be given this color. It'll be good exercise. Man, it is good exercise so far. It's feeling pretty good. Okay, so that's a black. And I'm realizing I inverted my colors in a way that I didn't actually want to. So we're going to grab you and replace it with this. We're going to grab you and replace it with this. I think we're golden to go backwards from here. There we go. Now everything is tied correctly, and we're going to go ahead and give you just a little bit of a red undertone. And all of this is going to be smoothed a little bit, which I wish I could do here. Oh, flip color ramp. Wow, that's actually... I wish I knew about that. Point 1. That looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and grab it one more time and throw in an extra one of these guys. This might have been the way I should have done this to begin with. Now that I'm really sitting here and thinking about it. Am I really going to do the golden idol after all of this? I think I am. I think I am just crazy enough to give it a shot. Okay, so here's what we want. We want to just offset and make this like crazy looking pattern. Who would want to fight? You or T? I'm pretty sure you can just ask T that question and you'll get exactly the answer you want. T? How do you feel about that question? Me and T would never fight, though. I love T too much to fight them. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we have a falsified answer in chat. Let's see what that looks like. That actually looks really nice. I want to double that down a little bit with like an overlay, I think. But the texture is perfect. That looks great. That looks really nice. What we want to do is even lower these colors a little bit more. 0.085, I think is the right one. That looks pretty solid. Fake news in chat? He would betray you and kick your butt? You figured me out. I would betray you and kick your butt. You have figured me out. You have identified my patterns. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. We look at that, that's a stone tower. It's got a little bit of weirdness to it, but honestly, I'm not that upset about it. Do I want to try and add brick texture to it? No, we're already 4 minutes over. We're going to be so many minutes over if I keep doing all this, which we are. So next is the wood. The wood. The wood. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is it. This is actually so easy. Why is this so easy? This is like when the horror movie gets quiet for a little bit and you're like, something bad's about to happen. Like, we're about to get destroyed. I'm going to be hit with some bad news here in just a moment. Okay, well that was bad news number 1 right there. But honestly, not a big deal. What I should be doing is doing control clicks for this. So we're going to go ahead and push all that out. That's all wood. Right there. Wood, 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 wood. Perfect. Perfect. That kid screaming in the background of the song is definitely the best part. Okay, so this is going to be oak, I believe. Not you. Why are you selected? So we're going to go slot 3. We're going to hit assign. We're going to look at it and make sure it all looks good. And you're going to be oak. Just a nice, simple oak. It doesn't look good. Am I really going to click the mahogany again? Sure. We have a theme. Let's stick with the theme. I don't care at this point. It is way too late for me to be fussing over the little tiny details. Now, the roof is difficult to imagine. Off the top of my head, I want to say that the roof needs to look like like this. I want to say the roof has to objectively look like this, because it's made out of the same wood, and the wood actually like kind of connects in weird ways. I understand that the mahogany was connecting in the same place as the other one, but I'm not going to replace it because I want to keep this as consistent as possible. We throw this back on. Everything looks okay. The roof looks weird. Sure. And since I'm at a point where I just don't care anymore, we're going to go like this. I'm going to grab you. You would duplex to win. Wow, we got inside jokes happening in chat now. I don't exactly know if the joke was intentional or not, but T did not understand what, or T miswrote suplex as duplex one time. And that's the joke, full stop. That's the beginning, end, and climax of the joke. So, Comedy Award. That looks weird. Something's weird here. Something's real weird about this guy. Nope, I don't want that. I just want this to here. Will that work? I think that's what we want, actually. I think we want this down to 0. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to get assigned back to mahogany. And now we have a shiny little roof. Do we want the roof to be pearl like this? What is this? Why is there drag lines going all the way down? What did I just do? Don't do that. Don't do that. I done goofed it. I done went and goofed it. Okay. We're back to stone, assign, back. Okay, now we just need to master the roof, and then we're done, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I want to put a golden idol on here, as much as I think that would be cool. We're looking at this. This is an outpost. This is not like a religious thing, so there's no reason to put a little golden idol on the top. As cool as it would be, I'm not going to do it. So now we just want to nail the roof. And as far as I'm concerned, the roof is easy. We're going to grab our cosine pearl. We're going to throw on some hue saturation over here, and I'm going to make it red. Because, you know me, I'm biased. I love them red things. Cosine pearl might be a little too extreme to be made red. A red roof? Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and throw a color ramp on here because I want to cheat. Cheat my way to victory. Red is good energy. I think the red roof has the great energy. So cosine pearl is kind of nutty sometimes. But that'll look great. That looks good. There she is. There she is in all her glory. And we'll go ahead and set the saturation to a normal amount of saturation. A red tube, bad color? Is this a bad color? You don't like this? I like this. All right, let's put the water in, let's put the trees in, and let's take a look at this. Wow, and we have the literal perfect HDRI for this. Look how absolutely perfect that looks with that in the background. We're here. Now, I think the stone texture looks absolutely terrible. I think the stone texture looks terrible. Looks like something out of a game. I really appreciate that. That is some high praise, if I'm being perfectly honest. The stone texture looks god-awful. I need to preset a stone texture for sure. I've been shirking on my duty when it comes to stone textures. I also wanted to put some little curly braces down here that I ended up not doing. We'll be fine. We'll live without them. The contrast is so ugly. The contrast looks terrible. Oh, I don't love it. I don't love the way it looks, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's not my favorite thing in the universe, that's for sure. That looks a little better. Bum, 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 bum. That has a lot better energy. Okay, I'm in on that. That looks a lot better. So I had a vision for this, and I think I didn't execute on the vision, but let this be just a cautionary tale. And I like it. We have something cool. It looks great. It's not perfect. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. But let this be a cautionary tale. 2 hours is definitely not enough time to do a scene at my level, at the level that I am at. So if you are a 3D modeler and you are at a comparable level to me or worse than I am, just give yourself more time. Don't try and do stuff like this in 2 hours. I'm just having fun. I'm glad we did it. I'm not upset at all. That's not me being like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm cool. We had a great time. But 2 hours. This is not a 2-hour task. You cannot do this in 2 hours. So, lesson learned, I suppose. And that is going to go on my Instagram. Honestly, it's not bad. It's just this stone texture and this little ridge right here that I hate. So what I've learned is I need to preset a stone texture, so I will probably do that tonight. And then I will never have to make stone from scratch ever again. With that being said, thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to say ciao to YouTube, even though I'm exporting this, so I'm probably not saying ciao to you.